They weren't looking to do him any favors. So they tried to give him a bad deal. Now, I understand why the Brooklyn Nets gave him this deal. If you are the Brooklyn Nets and you're paying Kyrie millions and millions of dollars to play basketball, you want his focus on basketball and you want him to be playing basketball at the highest level for you, right? And Kyrie, his past behavior, he hasn't done that. He's been doing everything but doing that. And in the time he's been with you, he doesn't have a lot to show for. When they made the playoffs, they got swept. They were able to get James Harden on your team, and James Harden couldn't handle the dysfunction that Kyrie was causing on the team at the time, and James Harden didn't even last 6 months and had to leave the team. And he's making headlines for all the wrong reasons. So you would want some sort of guaranteed in a contract that says, Kyrie Irving, you know what I mean, you get bonuses for making the NBA Finals. Now, Chris Haynes didn't report on the details of the contract, and although I can understand why the Brooklyn Nets opted to put this bizarre stipulation within this contract, I had to side with Kyrie Irving, and I understand why he opted to ask for a trade. Reason being, it's such an unfair ask to make the finals in order to get paid, because it's never been asked of anyone before. It's never been asked of anyone in the league or anyone in the past. Not even the greats, not even LeBron James is expected to make the finals to get paid. Not even Giannis Antetokounmpo, let alone Kyrie Irving. That's such a unfair, steep stipulation. I could understand if there were some bonuses in Kyrie's contract for making the playoffs, for, you know what I mean, going into the run, but the finals, that is a lot to ask. And number two is the precedence this type of contract would set for future NBA contracts. It would set NBA players back. The way it is right now, the NBA is among the league with the most guaranteed amount of money paid out to players, right? And the NBA players want to keep it that way. Unlike the NFL, in the NFL, players don't get a lot of guaranteed money. They get paid by game. And it's bad for them because football is a high contact sport and they're prone to get injured. So they may get injured while playing a game and miss out on potential future paychecks. That's not the case in the NBA. You get your money up front, you get your money guaranteed, and it's locked in. In the NFL, the reason it's the way that it is because NFL owners want to hedge their bets against injury-prone players. They know these players are most likely going to get hurt. I mean, they're hitting each other all day. And so because of that, I understand and side with Kyrie Irving's decision to not take the deal and request a trade. And so he's been traded to the Dallas Mavericks and will be playing with Luka Doncic for the rest of the season. Now, this is huge, right? Why? Because everyone thought that the Lakers were going to get Kyrie Irving. Everyone thought that Lakers were going to go all out to try and get Kyrie Irving. The last time Kyrie Irving wanted a trade, the Lakers were at the forefront of trade talks. LeBron wants Kyrie. I think Kyrie wants to play with LeBron, right? But they didn't land him. Now, this is a big gamble for the Dallas Mavericks because they traded away 2 starters and I think a draft pick for Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving could potentially end up being a 4-month rental. It's February. The NBA season, I mean, including the playoffs, ends in June. That's 4 months away. And Kyrie Irving becomes a free agent in June and could sign with anyone else. There was a scenario on Twitter that I read that I hadn't thought about, that Kyrie Irving could play out the rest of the season with the Mavericks, then decide to sign with the Lakers. And it would work out for him and the Lakers. The Lakers wouldn't have to give up those precious draft picks that they're holding on to, that they could have gave to the Brooklyn Nets for Kyrie Irving, because it's thought that maybe they can get him in the offseason. I didn't think about that. That makes a lot of sense though, right? And that depends on how the Dallas Mavericks perform in the playoffs this year. But then also this opens up a great number of questions, like what's going to happen to Kevin Durant? Kevin Durant's now left on an island by himself, right? Does Kevin Durant stay with the Brooklyn Nets? Teams are going to be aggressive in trying to get Kevin Durant, right? I think one of these teams are the Golden State Warriors. If I'm the Golden State Warriors, I'm making an aggressive push to try and get Kevin Durant on my team, especially with the way that the Warriors have been struggling this year. To have Kevin Durant return, I think he would be welcomed by their fan base. And even though he had problems with Draymond Green, this is probably going to be his last year with the Warriors. I try to get him on my team as soon as possible, especially with the aging Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, I'm trying to win at least 1 or 2 more championships. If you want a place that talks about all the potentials that could happen within the NBA, then this is the channel for you. So make sure to hit the subscribe button, leave a like under this video. I appreciate you guys sticking it to the end of the video. So until next time, kids.